You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Now you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
I think currently I have a thing for Vicky Remo.
Hello viewers, we don't bring different content into you, and we know the tire for make the content there where you like. And now we dey bring fun and shorts with Adri. This na game show also your favorite celebrity, social media influencers, students, and other people to play game they like, truth and shots, charades, riddles, and other game there where you self go learn from. This content will come to you every Sunday, 9 o'clock na net. Now all the Liberty Online TV social media platforms there.
She chose number one. She's always number one.
Period.
On top.
Period. On top.
Yeah, man.
So not miss out. Join me for laugh with your favorite celebrity and social media influencers there.
Term them like this, where politics they shape with future, career they define we path them, and the economy they touch everybody in life.
Big thank you to
One program where they ask the hard question them and seamlessly bring the answer them close to you, face to face with the movers and shakers, the voice them will matter, the issue them will count. One time per week, one big name, one big issue, one-on-one on Liberty Online TV. Every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. with Khadija Bangura. One-on-one, only on Liberty Online TV.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We dey stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na we website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this Wednesday edition of the Breakfast Show come to you. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mebel Kaba, good morning. It's midweek and Wednesday, November 19th, not today, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today. If you don't follow the news, inside last week, the All People's Congress APC Party Falaba District Chairman, when a Honorable Marrah, been go make a statement during this Tripartite Steering Committee, one of the district level engagements and where they been get. If we make a statement, we according to the PPRC, then find the APC because these statements, according to the PPRC, nothing we go against section them na the PPRC Act. We make them, we don't find the APC 120 million loans and this money then send them for pay them as penalty because of them statements Sandy. Well, we see civil society group them, don't pull position, outside and condemn the same statements them where Honorable Lahai Marrah be make na this particular engagement. According to them, then they condemn the statement because they believe say na a threat to peace and national security. We make na this edition of the breakfast show today. We can know the position ever of the civil society organization, yeah. And also yesterday evening we see the All People's Congress APC party don't reply to the letter where the PPRC been sent to them. Outside the APC party, they ask the PPRC for full evidence. We go show these particular allegations and what they make against Honorable Marrah, as according to the party, they're not aware of this, and also then make other statements inside the press release say what statements and the way big people in the SLPPB don't make, but the PPR has not been skitting with this kind of urgency where they skits this particular statement where they allege say Honorable Marrah make. We look at all of these issues them inside this edition of the breakfast show.
All right, well, plus that one day, if you not remember, now we Monday edition of the breakfast show, we been deal with the issue we get for do with the nationwide civic engagement where the Tripartite Secretariat they do now all over the country for inform people them but the 80 recommendation them. But the All People's Congress again, the main opposition get concern because of the way how they say one, the Tripartite Secretariat commends this particular engagement without they not inform them, and also then they ask say one particular staff where they work na the Tripartite Secretariat then for SACAM because they make political statements during the gathering and self. Then they allege say the Tripartite Secretariat not be informed them about the amount of people were supposed for their party's engagement, and the APC party believes say the engagement for be open for let everybody participate. But according to Golokata, when the coordinator for the Tripartite Secretariat, we will be also get another edition day. It be make and clear say then be inform the APC party through the chief negotiator when a Dr. Hon Lahai Marrah. Well, if the Tripartite Committee where they be set up for look inside electoral reforms after where the two parties then be get agreement for peace and unity. If this recommendation then now wait them for inform the people them, disagreements don't begin come inside the from stakeholder them like the APC. What in this mean for the 2028 elections? If not this recommendation, they determine how the 2028 elections supposed to be free, and also the issues that will come out from the 2023 elections let not happen again. Well, one major civil society organization where on the monitor issues around the elections when are also stakeholder, and then self been they work with the Tripartite Secretariat. Now the National Elections Watch new we can talk to the coordinator force when our Reverend James Lahai where they with we online for let it tell we what in this mean if at this stage where they suppose for the implement some of the recommendation there, the stakeholder they where they part the recommendation they don't begin forget disagreement. Good morning, Reverend James Lahai.
Good morning, and thank you for the invite.
Reverend, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, Reverend
Good
James
morning.
Lahai.
Good morning, baby. You know they get me?
I get you now. All right. If you don't follow the conversation, the Tripartite Secretariat been start a civic engagement outside and they go na different parts in the country for inform citizens them about the 80 recommendation. This consultation don't start, and the All People's Congress pull a press release outside and raise certain concern them about this particular civic engagement. Firstly, then they allege, say, the tripartite secretariat not inform them, say, then they go on a district level civic engagement, and also then go ahead and make certain allegation there where we can talk about one after the other. Firstly, from new, where una reading disagreement there, so between the APC party when a stakeholder in this implementation of the recommendation them and that of the tripartite secretariat Golokata. What in the future of their recommendation there if not then go determine the transparency of 2028 elections, Reverend?
In the first place, the issue of the tripartite committee recommendations was born out of a disagreement over the outcome of the 2023 elections. The essence of bringing the APC government and development partners together forget resolutions, and one of those resolutions now be the formation of a tripartite committee will involve APC, the government, and the development partners for bodies. The purpose now be foresee how the dissatisfaction will be taken care of. Wetin go happy wey all man go be satisfied that the way things dey happen in the interest of everybody, and a open, a transparent, and accountable. Now that bring the issue of tripartite committee recommendations. And the recommendations now the two parties dem be agree on am as the pathway we go able make let subsequent elections not get controversy, just like how His Excellency the President dey say every election we don't happen in the past gets some controversy. If say there should be a stop to that, so that henceforth elections for the outcome of elections for be accepted. And wetin dey make people accept elections outcome now key things wey for dey about that election. Every activity of that election for be open, that I mean a transparent, people see wetin dey happen, and if for accountable. So people that are able for know say this way happen so now this make it happen. And it happens so because of this and that. So when that happens, people, even if they're not glad, they know they get voice. Because everybody know what's happy and why it happens so. So now coming to your question. How the management of them things here when they be say if it happy, it will make less subsequent elections not get wahala. Now that make them inform the steering committee. The steering committee bring on board several stakeholders. Of course, National Election Watch, even though we don't observe and interact with elections since 2002, we know it. But we know the fools for the processes. Which is important to we. Let we able know what they happen. Let we able watch them, and let we able give an independent opinion of her, so that we inform the citizens about what they go on, and whether the way they go on, and so the law say if we go on. And so this committee now irresponsibility now for back the way forward for let them implement their recommendations there, so that it will give satisfaction to everybody. And so the secretariat, the committee also demands it say we need for get an operational wing a wing when I actually they deal with the rollout of the events there. And they follow up on how the NTR they go on, and they link the public with the process, and they interact with stakeholders so that everybody is engaged in the process and see and they go on the way it's supposed to go. But then, wetin don dey happen, if you see somebody say, we don't know wetin happen, even if you tell the person say, we be teller is not enough. This person na suppose to be part of this process. How even you come about the time you say, I for go do the stakeholder engagements. Usai una sit down and discuss say, let we go do this stakeholder engagement, and this way we suppose to do am. Whether they are the people the way you go engage. Whether they you consult forget the people the way you want for go engage. Or now you know more they sit down and the time you say, hey, party A, B, C, D, and they go engage you on the tripartite committee recommendations. And then you are out there. Whether the way you really go for go engage. How you able account to the decision say now them people here now then I get for go engage. Or you just select the one the way you feel say now then you for engage. And you take that people that they say then represent the interest of every stakeholder. We got for get respect for this country, and we got for show commitment for make let this country be stable and peaceful. And we got for be sincere when they give you responsibilities way for perform in the interest of the well-being of this country. And what you would they talk about now elections. And make I tell you, my sister, elections now are very important instruments for peace building. It's very important for development. It's very important for service delivery and governance generally. Because when the authority of the people fully they at work in determining who that they get for me leaders of the country, every other thing will fall in place. Every other thing, because the one that way the people they pass this authority of governance to, don't say that the people they get the authority, and if they not do what they're supposed to do, then they don't say the people they will get out of that place at the next ballot. So that is itself a motivation for anybody where they in power for do what the people they want. And let the people they see what they do.
Part of the questions where you may ask just now. Now some of the questions we been posed to Golokata, where we been get earlier this week now the breakfast show. One gets for do it, how they decide for say 150 people, they represent a whole district, now their engagements here within the gates. According to Golokata, one of the questions that where the APC they ask, where gets for do it, why then go na the district level, not inform the national party level structures, but decide for go work at the district level. Golokata say, these particular engagements within the whole, then decide for use the district representative of the political parties them, because they not say not a national one, we need the attention of the national structure. From your experience by election business, especially so where the Tripartite Steering Committee work where they do, get for do with correcting the mistakes and wrongs of the past election. You think say then they miss this particular aspect of the engagements again, where they decide for do I'm just district level and left out the national level of the party executive them, informing them that they are going to this district and dealing with them people them. You think that they miss anything again where perhaps go affect the 2028 elections?
I mean, maybe there's a big disconnect. How you go to the district and talk to me people, and then you say, not to me they deal with, and the people that are at the district level they deal with. Would I therefore talk to the people that are at the district for no say that these events they come? and prepare their mind about the events, and even talk to the leadership of the district, whether them suppose for the other kind of events. This are a structure. So you don't go eliminate the head and say you go and operate with the tail. What if what the tail they do, put down well with the head, and the head neither the leadership. We got for be very straightforward. We got for left manipulative thing they have for this country. Then we left manipulation. If the secretariat is a bigger structures, now regional, district, and chiefdom levels, if a process they go at that level they need, and the damn way then at the head office not participate in any way, how they will feel? In fact, that is undermining. It is trying to bring in divide and rule, so that the district executive you settle against the national executive. These things are not good for this country. We got for abandon them there and work in a manner where we're straightforward, we're honest, we're sincere. Let we help for build this country. Let we not take the situation because now we did it now. And then do things them where just there in the interest of we, because we now we did it now, failing to realize that whatever we do, it also affects the entire country. These tripartite arrangements, we may take as an opportunity. Even though the way they start not be proper at all, for just get government and one political party, even the one that went on the work on like a week, National Election Watch, we are not bring we in at all at that initial stage for let we all look at the issues. Fine, but we still look at them as an opportunity for let we put this country on a straight trajectory. But then it is disappointing the way everything they go on. Even the steering committee, now ain't supposed for direct how things they're supposed for they go. But if you see the main policy when they represent the APC and the steering committee, they grumble. It means the steering committee they have not even day by what the secretariats they do. So it's like the secretariat they work directly with how government they give in directives. And this is wrong. If we are going into an agreement, you have to be civil enough for no say, and therefore respect the other people they are. Okay, you have been done left way out, fine, no problem. But we are making no way for it. Don't assess like how they do whenever they do the regional engagements for recommendation 78. And follow the process. And as he said, the process be flawed. In terms of who they draw and bring into the process. In terms of the engagement, the content delivery. I'll be happy that they will get one international posting. When I be a kind of form of a neutralizer. When not be they push the discussion in favor of a particular position. But if they bring out the downside and the good side of each of the options, you realize if you say the people that when they bring together, they get little or no knowledge of the whole thing whatever they talk about. Yes.
Now, with all of these issues where they come up from one of the stakeholders, them we suppose for work with the secretariat for implementing 80 recommendation there, don't begin cry foul, don't begin complain. According to the chief negotiator, when Dr. Hon Lahai Marrah, we just replace Dr. Samura Kamara. According to he said they don't go far for do some of the things that we they're supposed for do, forget the 2028 elections. As it is now, from a civil society standpoint, you think say there is still room for letting stakeholders there get a conversation and rectify some of the issues them where the APC they complain about?
Sure. And it's good that things that they happen this time when we still get breathing space. The chief minister, now the president don't put in charge for manage this whole process. I get big confidence in him and I admire him. I feel say if
Your device, we know they get you clearly in the studio, Reverend. Please adjust your device.
you get me now, Khadija, you get me now. Hello, hello.
Reverend, better now.
Okay. Well, therefore, I just started at the studio. What's it happening? See, well, you get me?
Yes, go ahead.
Fine. The president will not appoint the chief minister to be the man in charge of the rollout of the recommendations there. And I push the work again, highly respectful, and I left in focus on how it engage with issues. It need to step in now for redirect the way things are. It need to bring every stakeholder now up together, forget a conversation in terms of how things they go and how it's supposed to go where it will satisfy the objective.
Reverend, Reverend, kindly move small from your device so we go able to get you clearly and see you face properly na the studio. If you can just get one position where you go there, so go able to get better feedback na the studio.
This position okay now? Is this position okay?
Reverend, go ahead.
Hello?
Reverend Lahai?
Yes, please. Yes, Khadija.
Better now.
All right, thank you. I need to go over with you. I already don't see.
Go ahead, Reverend, we'll get you.
All right, thank you. So,
all right. You still watch the breakfast show. They come to you live na Liberty Online TV. We go try forget Reverend James Lahai back, National Coordinator for New. Eden at the phone, they get the discussion and conversation around the issue. We get for do with the concern we the All People's Congress APC party they raise regarding the Tripartite Steering Committee, then district level engagement where they don't start for whole and different districts. Them outside the party, they raise concerns, say they're not aware of the schedule where the steering committee been pulled for this particular engagement, and then concern that this particular committee decide for go work directly with people that may not involve the national structures of the party. Well, we'll get Reverend back on the phone for let we conclude that particular conversation day. Before we can look at the issue we get for do with the civil society position on Honorable Marrah in statements where it be make now one of the engagements them where this tripartite steering committee they get na different parts in the country. We go back for it Doctor, sorry, we go back for get Reverend Lahai. Reverend Lahai, you get me now?
yes, I get clear.
For talk to the steering committee, because by all indication, waiting Golokata been saying our program, and all seem for agree with waiting you don't talk, when like for involve the national structure of the party in terms of the planning, deciding on orders and they go meet and waiting and they go talk they. They not seem for they in line with that particular statement the way they make so. If you for talk to the steering committee for let them go get and right, let them not go far again concerns can we go reverse the whole process. What you go say to the steering committee regarding their engagements here when they do at the district level currently?
The steering committee, as far as we know, not in control of what is happening. Because if the steering committee is in control of what is happening, we're not going to get progress. Because inside the steering committee, you get a fair representation of the APC, the SFPP and government. Then get the civil society organizations, where we don't know who said they begin related to elections, but they deliberately left national elections out in a process where they about elections and where they say it's supposed to make less subsequent elections. They don't get hiccups. If they say the chief minister supposed to step up and make sure say he take authority of what they happen and bring back all the stakeholders on the drawing board. Assess the situation so far, determine what has already happened, and see what's not correct about them, and chart a path where will involve everybody, and make sure see you not go last report to me say I don't do so much. Make yourself for the imposition for no say you don't do so much because are the part and parcel of all the arrangements really about what you did. So now that's me the recommend for let the chief minister get back to the drawing board, hold the situation as it is as it is now because it is faulty. Because if you're not faulty, you don't go raise dissatisfaction and you don't go raise disenchantment. So halt the process now because our money in the school and with the crime of money business. Come back to the drawing board, discuss these issues. Let us not miss this opportunity again. It could be challenging for me as a country. The president not talk say he wants let 2023 be the last election. We get hiccup. So there, whenever you don't put into positions for a short say let that day happy. Be sincere in the things that you are doing, at least for the sake of the peace and development of this country. Currently, the way where the country they it's not good. The country it don't divide to the point that anything where side A they do, side B they condemn. Where side B they do, side A they condemn. Why the two sides not go come together and move forward together? So that this country let it be at peace.
Very much, Reverend James Lahai, where you join with this morning for giving the perspective of new on the disagreements where they now between the All People's Congress, when one of the stakeholders them na the Tripartite Committee and that of the Secretariat we supposed for implement some of the recommendation them. We go continue for follow this civic engagement where the Tripartite Secretariat they do now at district level and also if then able for address some of the concern them where the All People's Congress APC party do raise. Well, in case you just tune in, this na the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV this morning where they broadcast throughout we platform them. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and also now we website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. And this morning, we look at different issues them. We just talk to the civil society organization, when a collective of civil society organization them, we form the National Elections Watch, when a stakeholder them, we campaign election business. As we all know, earlier this week, we start for look at the disagreements between the Tripartite Secretariat and that of the All People's Congress APC party. Well, from that particular issue, they will move now to another issue. Also, civil society organization them. They say they're concerned because of a statement where the All People's Congress, the district chairman for Falaba district, when a Honorable Lahai Marrah be make during the term where the Tripartite Secretariat bingo Falaba district for all the same civic engagement but the Tripartite recommendation them. Well, according to the civil society here, then condemn these statements we come out from Honorable Lahai. And also yesterday, we see inside the party don't pull official response to the PPRC because PPRC been fined them 120,000 50,000, when 120 million. And according to PPRC, they give them 14 days for pay this money, or then go take further actions according to the powers where they inside the constitution or the act we make them they exist as a regulatory body. Well, now the studio for can talk for all in civil society here, we get Augustine Soisembe Marrah in an activist and also a lawyer and the president for Lawyer Society, when one of the civil society organization there, we join BAN 50-50 group, SLAG, and other one them for pull this position. Good morning, Mr. Marrah.
Good morning, Khadija.
All right, so we been see Usai few weeks back, we been get you now on the same position. We wanna pull for condemn, waiting being come out from the SLPP chairman and also the opposition whip na parliament, Honorable AKK, where they talk about war. And we see again yesterday when I pull the same press release, when I continue for reiterate some of the things them we be don't say before for Batilo and Honorable AKK. And na Falaba we see Usai Honorable Marrah they make similar statements them again about they're ready for resist 2028 elections. And the last one we get to now, I be asking if una feel surprised considering all of the things the way Salon don't go through, but up till now, politicians them still they talk about threats for go back to war.
I think the last time in say we're not surprised. As a matter of fact, when they happen, they tell you essentially say we not they deal with the root causes, right? What we address now. The outburst of anger. We need to look at Usai within the fuel anger, right? But then in no justification for waiting Honorable Lahai Marrah being say. Then tin them but with the facts, we go resist you technologically, etc., etc. Not forget place now with democracy. Political leaders they also owe a duty to this country for de-escalate tension. Right? They owe a duty for let them move conversations them from violence to peaceful engagement. Right? There are many other ways we can challenge. For example, if you fail not say ruling the government or the do thing right, there are many other ways you can challenge them rather than you drum the sound of war. Right, so we have been very clear. We happen with Batilo Songa. We come back and say this time round, we also need for condemn the utterances of Honorable Lahai and say not get any place now with democracy. But I agree with you that what would they address normally na the outburst rather than the real causes. Anytime people feel sidelined and excluded from governance process, some people ain't able for handle and well. Some other people they go outside of character for address them. Again, just to be clear, there is no justification for what Honorable Lahai Marrah say. We consider reckless, we consider dangerous, and we consider and say depict really what these political parties are formed or created for.
Like you say, justification not the for the utterances of Honorable Lahai Marrah. But also when you flip the coin, then you always say, now an action that leads to a reaction.
Absolutely.
In this scenario, waiting we seem for the misassassination, because if you look at this particular engagement, to say I go make this particular statement, one of the condemn so, now the same one where the APC they cry for say, they don't feel like they're involved because the steering committee go ahead, reach to the district level, they're not involved. The one the way the national structures. What thing we they miss as a nation? If we seem like today we don't take 10 steps ahead, we go just do one thing, where they bring we back to zero.
Okay, so I think not so always the reaction for be the same manner, in like manner, right? Michelle Obama say if they go low, we go high, right? So sometimes and they, if you think say they don't bypass structures, mind you, the tripartite and get moral guarantors then, right? In international organizations and get a seat. I think it's a tripartite chair structure. So not just APC and SLPP, but you also get the international partners them, we basically don't morally guarantee the process. So if APC gets any issue with that, then can go back to the international guarantors and say, oh, then people here, they bypass structures, then they go for go talk to these three structures without the national structures and know how they call them. If we say every time we get for pay in like manner, tooth for tooth, then say at the end of the day, we all get for essentially remain now toothless. Because if we don't pull, we all teeth them. At the end of the day, we'll get for remain toothless. So not in all circumstances you get for pay pound for pound, coin for coin. No, right? In resistances, for example, Martin Luther in the US, with all way him go on, he chose peaceful engagement and able to resist slavery, would able to resist all the structural biases that women they happen in America by peaceful engagement, right? Mahatma Gandhi also implemented in India. If they say them they fight for fight, then for don't destroy India. Black people and say themselves for don't use arms, then for don't destroy America. So similarly, now this way they say to political leaders, they get a responsibility for shape conversations. If then things SLPP they do as a ruling party they do wrong, then he elevates the conversation. Not to for talk about what happen, not to APC no more people and go be affected. Right? We all, whether you're in a political party or not, you will be affected. And we know it in the pains of war. We don't live through. So every time when somebody they begin the hint about war, we particularly as civil society organization, because civil society been play a pivotal role in the restoration of democracy. And all we effort in consolidating peace would go down to the gutters if you not speak up now. Again, I mentioned, see, you know, that space there, to be fair to everybody, civil society been now quite no don't occupy that space there. So now we don't realize, say, we do much disservice to the people of Sierra Leone if we don't play that critical role. So at every point now going forward, at every point, every credible civil society, we mean business for Salone, we reach out to them, we ensure say we all come together, we ensure say we unequivocally condemn every utterance, right? We any political party member, political party as an institution go make with the threaten peace and democracy. But similarly, we also get for call out institutions where they remain silent. If you look at that press release, we mentioned say we want to let PPRC be consistent, right? Because we gladly with the swiftness in which they address them, now so for address them. But we also want this characteristic swiftness for also be applicable in other circumstances.
Because one question that's what we asked them, where we've been getting an interview with them this week. So we all know, say, utterances of similar manner don't happen from SLPP big guns them. Even the current chairman of the SLPP will not be hearing nothing from the PPRC where they regulate them, like how they urgently address this one. But according to the PPRC, what they didn't tell we was, then do this after when they don't meet with both parties and they don't get an agreement, say, moving forward, they don't want for anything we go and bug the peace.
Absolutely. And I agree. And I think say something in the way, for example, if fire happen, fire first carry dirty water for can put the fire, you would address first the disaster rather than the means by which they can address the disaster. So for we, the first point now for address the fact that they address this issue swiftly, regardless of how they do them, or regardless of whether they may use clean water or dirty water today, right? So it'd be important for we for address that one day very, very clearly, right? And me self-aware say at some point they may get called political parties and then warn them generally and say, going forward, we no want their incendiary remarks them. And then political parties them in commit to not continue along that line there. So I think say pretty much that be shape PPRC. Now that make we release been very clear. We urge PPRC for be consistent.
In on a press release, on a call on the APC for distance them party from Honorable Marrah. And immediately on a pull a press release, later in the evening, the APC pull another press release justifying or putting up a defense. In fact, then say, because of the internet age now, AI and all, they want to see authentic video where they verify say, na so Honorable Marrah say. Until then, they still continue for make an excuse for Honorable Marrah. I feel disappointed seeing that particular press release from the APC.
I think, interestingly, I've been getting some engagement last night, so I know if you watch the press release, somebody mentioned them before at the camera. But two things. I think, say, political parties then forget that measure of honesty, we then go wrong for admit, say, this is wrong. Right? If Honorable Marrah been think, say, waiting them publish, waiting and send a PPRC na been lie, if we don't come out clearly say this is AI, is doctored, is deep fake, etc., etc.
But as you talk so, an official Facebook page, it just don't write 18 minutes ago, I just read waiting Honorable Marrah don't write. It said, I want to reiterate that the video circulating is doctored. I urge, see, it even tag on a press release to this particular statement. I just go over waiting indoor right now. It said, I want to reiterate that the video circulating is doctored. I urge CSOs and PPRC to listen to the original video, where I emphasized peace and unity while raising concerns about attempts to rig the 2028 elections. Let's focus on implementing the tripartite recommendations and turning them into legislative processes for the betterment of Sierra Leone, and one that will uphold peace, unity, stability of the country. Now that's Honorable Marrah just don't post.
I don't think that statement they address anything. I listen not just to the portion of in speech. We talk about resisting and the fact that foreign mercenaries abound now in the world. If you get small money, you can pay them. Russia, we know say, etc., etc. But also listen, we talk about peace. Say, we don't secure peace, but that they not overshadow, that they not enough for validate what he say. Right, and say, oh, if 2023 will occur again, we know they take them, right? I mean, I think, say, Honorable Marrah for don't stop at with the resistance. Resist can be legitimate resistance, as in make sure say we deploy all legitimate whatever it is for resistance. But for go ahead and talk about threats, for go ahead and say, oh, we live in a technological age where you can do somewhere and use drone. Nati way don't deny say you never see at all.
Doctor the particular video and it encourage una because now on a press release it tagged to this imposed.
Yes, but interestingly,
for watch the full video.
Interestingly, they don't send other snippets of the video. I don't watch all thing. And at some point you talk about peace, consolidation of the peace. You talk about that quite clearly. But the fact that he mentioned specifically, references to how they get potential for resist the army and the police, me think say that was unfortunate and it crossed the line. And I think as human beings generally, we've also get a measure for let we come out and say, okay, this member crossed the line a bit. But me mean and the way it is, we could have taken that. But for say it was doctored, etc., etc., I think that it's been disingenuous now. Political party and APC when a opposition party na like government in waiting, then get for sure we good example because mind you 2028 they come. One then come to the people and say, look at we have always been the good guys. We have always sided with democracy. We don't want a situation where didn't hear happen, people encourage press release for now for can recharacterize simple English, simple Creole we all understand, right? If them is same with the doctored clip, say this was circulated on social media and PPRC, now the doctored clip, this ain't the real, we could have taken that. But you not go say doctored clip, you not show it now the doctored, separate and distinct from the genuine, the real one, right? And I think so for quit excuses, APC get for challenge SLPP on policies. And I think they get boku things for talk about. The electricity is horrible. You know, several other services are horrible. Take them on the lapses. Not begin appeal to whether or not get for use drone. That is not the democracy we want. That is not the conversation we want. Especially. So with all due respect to the APC and Honorable Lahai Marrah, they should eat the humble pie. Come out and say we apologize. We remember not me intend and this way. We still the recover from 2023. So yes, we concern. But we don't mean for bring number in this country. Right? We could have taken that. But for go ahead and then begin to blame AI and doctoring, I don't think it's correct. The same thing the SLPP did with Jimmy Batilo Songa. So every time you call out these guys, then they run for excuse. That is not the political honesty we want in this country. Let them parties mature up, grow up. Mistakes can be made. In other democracies, you come back and say, sorry, people, we made a mistake. We remember cross the line. We apologize. We don't call them out. Internally, we don't set up a system for discipline them. Then SFM, PPRC, can listen on her.
All right. Quickly, we come back to you, Mr. Marrah. We don't just get the national spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC party, when a CDI at Tunis. We don't join we on the line. Good morning, Mr. Tunis.
Good morning, Khadija. Thank you for getting me online.
All right, we're there with Augustine Sorisembe Marrah, where they talk on behalf of civil society organization them when a ban CGG and also Sludge plus Lawyer Society we pull a press release yesterday where I believe say una secretariat go don see outside and condemn una Falaba district chairman Honorable Lahai Marrah in statements where he make during the civic engagement where the tripartite secretariat they do now on a district level. And all of a sudden, una self pull a press statement responding to the PPRC. Firstly, let we go to the PPRC define where they levy on una party because of the statements them where Honorable Lahai Marrah we hold an executive position as district chairman for Falaba district. He make them statements then they na a gathering outside the all for civic engagement on tripartite recommendation. Where una hear them statements then they from Honorable Lahai Marrah. As a party, we just sign an agreement with the PPRC say, una members them go desist from statements where they talk about war and other threats them. How the Secretariat received the statements of Lahai Marrah?
Okay, so first of all, make say in the first place that from Thursday last week to the start of this week up to today, tomorrow, we done the PPRC. So we don't spend almost the whole day in our PPRC because we deal with the petitions. So for us, the Secretary General, the Chairman, myself, we only come for no, say Lahai Marrah don't make such statement when we receive the letter from the PPRC, fine, we levy fine on the party. Because we not be the get chance for look at social media and all of that. So when we see the letter, we were shocked. So the first response, now that we put out, we write to the PPRC, say, okay, we don't see this letter. But we not able to see the video we the reference. So help we first of all let we get the video. And then we serve as a political party. we don't sign on to an agreement just few days before that for maintain peace, law and order, and for also move away from statements we go be seen as incitement or incendiary. We go institute with internal disciplinary mechanisms for take action against Honorable Lahai Marrah. So we don't respond to that one day, and we go further for say we did do this because we no want Leona be seen as being partial. Things that don't happen before this way, we not see this kind of action. But in any case, let we get the evidence and then we take action formally. That is one aspect of it. And secondly,
but Sidi,
Khadija, that we very much remain committed to the agreement. And we acknowledge the press release is understandably put out by civil society. We not in any way go against with it and say, because, then get the right for do that. And we they condone them kind, statements then they from anybody, whether not from the APC or the SLPP or any institution or organization or individual, because we as a responsible political party, we remain committed to the peace and quiet of this country. Of course, we will continue to raise concerns about events of 2023 and with determination for letting kind events then they not happen again. That is why we are focused on the implementation of the recommendations of the tripartite report, as well as the agreement for national unity, because we feel, we take that pain for go into money, for do all of that negotiations and come with resolutions. We take that pain for go through the tripartite process, for make we maintain peace and make sure we get a fairer and stronger democracy in this country. And we are committed to that. We not condone anything we get for do with incitement, we get for do with violence in this country. We will not as a political party.
As you don't continue for talk about on a commitment to peace na the country, what you go say to somebody, we go say it is honest from una the APC executive for talk say una not see this video yet where they make a rounds, where they viral na social media, where I believe say una all na social media users them, but una say una not see Honorable Lahai Marrah in video.
I tell you, I only come for know about the video who don't receive the letter. Prior to that letter, we not see that video. No dishonesty, no they are so. Now we don't do PPRC from Thursday. I don't even know which day this particular video happened. I don't know which day that meeting they happen. Don't forget, say the meeting not happen at Freetown, as they say. Now Falabai happened. So I don't know which day exactly the meeting happened.
So because una de PPRC, you lost track of timing or happenings na the country?
No, what we are saying, because we've been the PPRC every day, I believe say as a regulatory body, with a responsibility now for regulate we political parties, and we don't deal with them. If they see that kind of video day before we don't deal with them all these days, I believe say if they be bring onto our attention, we get discussion whilst we did we action for them be different, or we response for them be different. We're not going to be seen as, we're not going to see the event as if, penalties just want to be levied right away. We don't see them as all of us wanting to genuinely and sincerely address this issue. Like I say, nobody now, come on, first of all, nobody now want to talk about technological warfare, biological warfare, drone, this, that. That is why we are saying, let us have it. We are a political party. We can institute an internal disciplinary measures and take action.
City.
But we don't want people for feel say we don't want for take action or we are run. No, we just want for make sure we follow the processes and we make sure say at the end of the day, whatever actions we take them based on the actual evidence before us.
The response of the APC came out yesterday evening. This incident don't happen since the weekend. Up until that time when una pull a response yesterday evening, una not see the video of Honorable Marrah, where even then Honorable Marrah in Facebook page, where it states saying that video they say them be arrested for over the weekend. Up until yesterday evening, una not see the video at all.
I not did an Honorable Marrah in Facebook page.
No, when una they pull the release yesterday evening, una not see the video at all. When una the response to the PPRC yesterday.
Mabel, I don't tell you say not only we will get the letter from the PPRC.
When una get this letter?
We get the letter day before yesterday.
So
and
even after the letter, before una they respond yesterday, una not see the video. Is that what you're saying?
I tell you say we will get the letter, now I see the video. And what me don't see now excerpts. So what I'm asking for, or what the party asking now the full video, now we they search for. So we watch the entire video in its entirety. You understand? So we take action based on waiting we don't receive. First of all, don't forget say this now between we and the PPRC first. And the PPRC quotes sections of the act. We're not law in this country. So when you deal with law, you get lawyer inside the studio. So we have the political side of it, but then we have the law. We know the implications of that kind thing and that is why we are also taking our time for respond, for make sure say we deal with the evidence in question and we address the matter based on that one day. So it not go call again. We are not so much focused on the fine now where they don't levy, but we are focused on actions that can be taken based on waiting, then go able to get to we. As PPRC, we clearly the points inside the violations there, and we address the violations as per the law.
Mr.
That one, we don't focus now. Yeah. Like I don't say the other one, that is why I not come here and condemn civil society press release. We acknowledge and we accept her, and we go address the matter because it is the interest of all of us as a country.
Mr. Tunis, before we come back to Lawyer Marrah, since you don't say una acknowledge them press release and una go address the issues, one of the issues where they call on una for do, na for una distance una party from Honorable Lahai Marrah. Una ready for do that?
Hey Khadija, if we don't say now we respond, say we go institute internal disciplinary measures. Why make we not for able to do that? If at the end of the day we find the man wanting of waiting when the disciplinary committee go to institute, we go even take tough actions. So that is why let we all allow ourselves for address the matter at hand. That is what we want to do as a responsible political party based on we commitment to not only the agreement we signed our PPRC a few days ago, but also, we commitment to the agreement for national unity and also to the tripartite recommendations. That is why we want to address this. But in the meantime, we just know how for go PPRC write we formally. So when you don't write and levy fines, you for support them with something, and that is all what we are asking for so that we can respond appropriately and take actions appropriately.
But see the issues of war, using the military, the police, don't they come out from una members them recently frequently? Because even you Sefo they talk to so. Now this same platform, you don't even say if the SLPP say then gets the military and the police, you want to tell them say not to all of them then gets. Una self gets people inside it. You said that on Liberty TV. So you know things say una really deserve this fine for caution una, especially the kind of messages una don dey send through the media recently about war, 2028 elections.
Khadija, I know how to communicate. Nobody know they tell me about communication. That is my field. My statement na Liberty TV, na it was cautionary. I tell the SLPP say, make them understand say when they brag about military and police, not to the normal get people in the military and the police. You don't know the constitution of the political affiliation of the military and the police. There are people in the military and police who are sympathetic to APC, who are sympathetic to other political parties. So when you talk, say you get
but
use
see this na institution that were supposed to be independent.
Yeah,
so if you dey talk now, say una get people who they sympathize with the APC. You know, feel say na unfortunate statement and you dey implicate state institution them where una self don't caution the SLPP say for allow them state institution they are for work independently.
So I know for respond to SLPP, if them brag say then they use police and soldier for the after where they don't use the same police and soldier for go kill person in our party office. I know for respond to them. I know for caution them. We for Sido again, men can't use the police and soldier for kill with people. No, we will not. That is why I know ever talk say we they bring war.
But for somebody who say it's sabi communications, for somebody who say it's sabi communication, was that the appropriate way to communicate your message for caution the SLPP? For counter your message for tell them back say una self get people inside the military and the police implicating the independence of state institution.
My message to them was waiting when they talk so can lead to bigger problem, because if you say you dey use police and soldier, what if the other faction then back grab? So that is why I said we not for the use that kind of word then.
So you still stand by your statements then? You still stand by their statements then?
Of course I do. I stand by them. We not for the use them because everybody get people. And I even go further and tell you say the same suffering where the ordinary man they feel, the military and the police they feel the same suffering. Where blackout, the military and police not they get blackout, then they get blackout. Where health problems they now we health facilities, military and police not they get her, then they get her. So our focus should be addressing those problems, not threatening to use state institutions for disadvantage one faction. That was my statement.
Mr. Chinis, what did they say this morning? What did they say this morning? Not too the far from waiting Honorable Lahai say. Is it that una don't get a meeting as a party say this should be the new way of communicating to una supporters?
That is a very unprofessional statement for me. I am sorry. But wait here, they say now, they fight, you know.
Hello, Mr. Tunis.
Khadija, that is a very unprofessional statement for me. I'm sorry. But wait here, the state they are far, far, far different from what you they allege say Honorable Lahai Marrah make. I don't mention any statement now of war. I don't mention any statement now of technological warfare and all of that.
But it just implicates state institution we're supposed to be independent, say una get members then they way they sympathize with the APC.
You ask me question and I answer your question. You know who can't put word na me more to and not say. And you know who can't assume for me. You ask me question, I answer your question. Not try for can sandwich me.
At this stage,
No.
Back to the press release where on been pulled yesterday. You just use the word again, say, with the alleged say, Honorable Marrah say. The APC still not recognize or accept, say, Honorable Marrah make them utterances than they at this stage.
Maybe we don't respond to the PPRC. and we don't mention instituting disciplinary measures.
So why una they call him allegation? Why una they call him allegation if una don't accept say he said those words? Why for be allegation?
No allegations. Until we see the full video. I don't talk and I repeat.
So why institute measures when you not even accept the person make the statement?
Until we see the full video, hey, bro, when somebody don't send you text, they respond to the text according to waiting they send you. Not to waiting when I read. Now waiting they send we now we respond to. And we respond based on waiting day before we, not to waiting when I read. We're not fool. We not, like I say, we responsible enough as a political party. We know what we are doing.
And our position up to this time is on not see the video yet.
I don't tell you say we not see the full video yet, and we are asked for it. We have the search for that. If you get the full video, send it to me. We go watch them. We go send them to the we go send them to the disciplinary committee. Then go watch them and then go make recommendations to we and we go take action. That is all we are. That is all we are saying as a political party. That is what we are saying.
What else will I allow to? Waiting Honorable Marrah don't tell una regarding the video.
We have not met with Honorable Lahai Marrah. Like I don't tell una. We as an executive, we get meeting with PPRC all these days. When we get our video, we send them to the disciplinary committee, then go watch them, and then go recommend actions to be taken.
Because
that is all we are saying as a political party.
The reason why I ask you waiting Honorable Marrah don't tell una, no sooner you una receive the information from the PPRC officially, I was thinking now first point of call was to be Honorable Marrah for say this don't come meet the party, waiting exactly happen for hearing from and before even when they respond to the PPRC.
Yes, of course, and I'm not going to deny say that they not happen. ESSF don't see other. No, as an executive, will not meet with her, but I don't mean say the leadership people now the leadership not go don't talk to her.
All right, CD.
Don't forget, say the party don't officially respond. And the party in response probably based on what they know of the matter. And that is why then they ask for waiting they need for make sure say then take the appropriate action. I don't feel say that they not anything bad. I don't care sit down and bash civil society or bash PPRC or bash anybody. No. We are saying allow us. Let we look at the evidence. Let we institute the disciplinary measures we will need for institute, and then we take action. And then based on that one day, we will come out back to the public and tell and say, we don't watch this. These are the actions that we have taken, and this is our position.
All right, so
but as
quickly,
National Publicity Secretary, I also don't state and I categorically say, we not condone statements of incitement, incendiary statements where they threaten the peace of this country. Me not the mouthpiece of the party. If I don't state that one day, that is our position as a political party. That is it.
All right, CD, quickly, let me just come to Lawyer Marrah.
Absolutely.
As civil society, they were really concerned about the peace. Yeah. Una continue to remind the public say Salon peace really fragile. Yeah. We just don't listen to the spokesman of the APC. They don't put their case forward as a party. They still want to see the original video of Usai Honorable Marrah make them statements there. Then they are open for take actions. You would expect that coming from the APC?
I mean, Khadija, maybe let's say this before I comment. And this is not to patronize Una, but I like the way Una they ask questions. Particularly because when you look at because I take time just now for look at the letter we then send PPIC. And I think the APC for don't stop at, we don't receive the communication from PPIC, we they conduct internal investigation, we they come back to now. Full stop. Maybe not more than a paragraph. Full stop. And I think say my brother CD starts very, very well by saying that they're not condemned CSOs and things saying that the right thing for do, which is commendable, right? But also you go further for say they don't institute internal process. Full stop. But anything now we begin to talk about, oh, now doctor out and call, I feel like you don't reach conclusion even before your internal investigation done. No, you know for each other. Because it means say the communicates now say, oh, what una get we believe say doctored. No. It means say you undermine your own internal process. Full stop, we don't receive the communication. We self don't set up internal mechanisms of probe, we they come back to una. And the person will get burden for submit the evidence to APC, na Hon Lahai Marrah. Na him make the statement, na him post the video, na him for submit the evidence, na him for also submit say this na the doctored AI deep fake whatever, this na the real. Based on that, the APC now can arrive at a conclusion, and that can be done within 24 hours. They are given 14 days. And matters of incendiary statement, na matters of urgency. So like when Mabel say from last weekend to date, it's almost going to 7 days. So immediately then for don't set up an investigation, call an TV cable watch, now video the way cable watch inside 10 minutes. Right? If this man saying that the one way PPRC gets doctored, fake, etc., if for don't submit them and submit your original as well. So this thing, but they go about for characterize a video as doctored and AI, even when una not internal process not done it. It's preemptive, putting the cat before the horse, and it's unfortunate. Right, and I agree with you regarding waiting Honorable CDF students talk about so get some people always sympathetic within the institution. No, the institutions are independent. They don't forget anybody who is sympathetic to them. Yes, I can agree with them. Like you call out the police and the army if they think say then they skew their action towards the ruling party or the government. Yes, but once you make statements and say when I get people always sympathetic, it give you an impression say we get a divided force, we get a divided police, and that should not come from the government in waiting. That should not come from them.
You're not a lawyer. Procedurally, let me look at them this way again. The PPRC, according to them, then quotes section 39(1) of the Act, where they say this particular statement contravene. And that act they talk about how political party and the member them for conduct themselves. The PPRC just give a fine to the APC without getting even a hearing. Procedurally, you're not a lawyer. Is it the right step what the PPRC make? Because they say you don't contravene with Act 2 and then just levy the fine without even an hearing for prove now whether or not this step has been doctored, like how Honorable Marrah they claim now. The PPRC get them right?
To be honest, I would not be able to say whether, for example, when they get the video, then contact Honorable Lahai Marrah, they ask and say, oh, now you make this for confirm, etc. The press release from PPRC not tell we the procedure when they take. But I would suppose that any institution at this world, if they see that video, then first contact him man for confirm say, now you make this video, now you did this video, etc. I would assume that they go don't get 10 things and they right. I would assume also that because according to 39, you forgive some warning first before you get to fine. I would assume say the meeting where they get last week or so, now they then communicate that warning to all political parties.
When we talk to the executive secretary, he said them we don't warn both parties first from correct. The 10 way Honorable AKK and Batilo Songa make their statements.
Yes, so absolutely. So I suppose then at this stage now where any of them way violates them warnings and then they trigger fine. But that no means say APC no for question the procedure because the institutions they are guided by law. So before you slam fine, if you don't hear it from the other side, it's natural justice principle. They apply all sides. So APC get rights for say, but what APC for first for do, now for determine what the members say. Because you know we'll go on talk about procedure where you member don't say something way unfortunate.
But then they look now for this video for know what the members say. Because according to CD, they don't want to rely on waiting in social media because it can be doctored. And even Honorable Marrah, a dinner we platform now at the comment section, is still a challenge una the CSOs them for produce the original video.
It's unfortunate because I think, say, all of this can be captured in the internal investigation, right? All of this can be captured. If Honorable Marrah thinks a doctored video then at this wall, let bring them forward 9 page, let all watch them.
He said 9 they go viral, so.
9 they go viral?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the original now.
He said because the original one, it go before for talk about peace and other
no,
things.
then in the other section of the video, this man talk about peace quite clearly. But you can talk about peace, but you also talk about genocide. So that 5 seconds where you don't talk about genocide, now go become alarming. In fact, they undermine all you 30 minutes of talking about peace if you talk about genocide. Honorable Lahai Marrah, for be sincere enough for say, I talk about peace, but I also cross the line. We want for let we get political leaders them, we're honest with we. So while I'm in talk about peace, I got agitated a little bit because of what happened in the past. And I spoke about things where, you know, they were unfortunate. Now, on reflection, I regret them. That's so want let leaders and come forward. But this thing about na doctor na AI, it means say you're not sincere. It means say you're being dishonest. And the APC get for ensure say the internal investigation then conduct and speedily before they even communicate to PPRC. I would have thought a simple 2 lines, say we don't receive them, we don't promptly set up an investigation, we would address this and come back to Una before the 14 days expire. And then after that, afterwards, they could have come back to us to say, oh, the video Una rely on doctored because na in this, and then the original na in this. We Honorable Lahai gets. We all civil society will come back to the drawing board and say, look up, we think that we got it wrong. Let we publish another press release for say we don't see the doctored AI video and we don't withdraw that position there. But until Honorable Lahai Marrah posts with the original and the doctored, where we self-able verify, we stand by with statements and we condemn unequivocally what is said about resisting by use of technological devices and foreign mercenaries. We want to make it clear that APC owe a duty to this country for ensure say the members there no escalate tensions. If na party where they in waiting, they get for demonstrate say they get the capability for keep the peace. Then keep the peace. And we don't want any institutions being labeled, say, then sympathetic to the opposition, so then sympathetic to the ruling party. No. The institutions ought for remain independent at all times. Right? And like I say, if APC legitimate concerns regarding the tripartite, moral guarantors and they for the tripartite process, then can trigger them. Then go ensure say they call all the parties to a table and address them. But any call or appeal to war, it's unfortunate, should not be part of our conversation. And like I say, we get boku issues where APC cable take on the SLPP toe by toe on. Boku, the issues are bound. Governance and failures, and they're all over the place. Let APC as a party, as an opposition, take them on, as we they do, civil society. But every time we hear these drums of war, we get agitated and we get very concerned.
All right, now come back to the spokesperson for the APC, CDI at Tunis. We're still there with you on the line. CD, you don't reform the civil society then believe, say, that press release owner been pulled yesterday for respond to the fine where the PPRC don't levied on a party because of the unfortunate statements them where they allege say on a district chairman make on a not be supposed for the pull a press release day. You still stand by the APC press release?
Well, I not say will not be supposed for pull out. I say will be supposed for stop at some point. So I don't listen what you don't say. I not go deny him. I not go say anything to that. What I go focus on, like I say, we not condemn anything we civil society say or begin for raise fingers or make allegations. No. Every single press release we don't go out, we dey watch, including the one we come out from PPRC. And, we don't focus now for make sure, say, we party not seen as one where they promote violence. No. I always don't mention, say, the only reason why this country peaceful now because the APC don't remain peaceful amidst all the provocations we don't face. So we determine for remain peaceful whilst focusing on addressing issues. And I also don't repeatedly say Naya that anything we they against with democratic practices and processes we go resist and legitimately. That one day not a position where they move away from. But we don't listen, we don't respond to the PPRC based on the letter we then sent to we. And I know say we did PPRC today back. So it is possible that we go continue this discussion with them, not just in letters, but also facially. We'll go meet with them and look at waiting day before them and address this matter based on the actions we disciplinary committee go recommend to we at the end of the day.
All right, since una dey wait for see this particular video, see the earlier make a statement we, according to you, unprofessional, but I go ask the question again. How much una dey caution una members, especially the one that way they face the public every day through the media, for caution their messages? Because if you don't dey follow waiting, especially the one that way they under you departments, now the communication departments, then don't they issue out threats them, and then they sound very violent. How you dey caution them, CD?
Khadija, now we all go PPRC. Now we go sit down. I thought now say we signed an agreement. And since we signed that agreement, the one then I'm department still they go na media, not to so. The way how they be the talk today, not to so then they talk now. So it tells you that since the time we don't go sign that agreement, anybody with me know say they under the publicity wing or the communications wing, they know how for talk, they know waiting for talk. Because they all get issues them way then they address. And you also don't notice say not to all issues will they go sit don't talk about the media anymore. We talk about issues we get for do with the concerns of the citizens of this country and with the development and progress of Sierra Leone. That is the responsibility we don't take up on ourselves. And they know that one day. And that is why you find out, say, nobody, since we don't sign that agreement, since we don't go PPRC, you not go accuse anybody in the PR or communication when they talk the same way they talk today. Because we have all signed up to an agreement for get a sanitized communication to we people in this country. And as somebody with they lead that side, even this morning, that is why I'm very careful in my utterances as to what they say and how they communicate with UNA and the public. Because we have signed up to that agreement and we remain committed to that agreement as a political party.
All right, CD, quickly, Lord, just hear you from the PPRC before you left way.
All right, like we been say, the PPRC, this particular fine will then be levied against the APC, 120,000 new loans. Now, one way there's a lot of concern again from the public. People only ask if the PPRC being constitutes any hearing before then they make this decision. Let me just go on the phone as we get the executive secretary for the PPRC, Olusegun David. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Yes, good morning, Mabel. Good morning, Ifambulem.
According to Una use section 39(1) of the PPRC Act, where Una say Honorable Marrah in statements contravene, and because of that, Una find the APC 120,000 100,000 new loans. People only ask question if the PPRC being first of all gets a hearing before I reach a conclusion of levying a fine against the APC. How I reach yonder?
Right. For just set the context very clear, I think this is an opportunity for let's inform and educate the populace as well. A lot of people that they hold the commission contingent on the fact say they're supposed to don't call a hearing, before we levy the fine. But again, I want to refer me listeners, the public, to the provisions of 39.2. 39.2 prescribe the order in which the commission for actually approach political parties in a circumstance of any transgression as provided for in 39.1. Now, the first instance is warning. Like me brother CD rightly say, and again, I'll use the platform for commend the leadership of both the APC and the SLPP, because on that day, they spoke like Sierra Leoneans. They alluded to the fact that the things that we don't go on the airwaves are not okay. And rightly so, they commit themselves and they sign. So that's a display of commitment for refrain from the past. However, as provided by the law, following the end of that meeting, a warning letter, as provided in section 39.2a, was sent to both parties, both the SLPP and the APC. Now, in a circumstance, there is an infringement, and that's why I want to make me listeners and me people then go back to the law. They say a fine. This is also like a league, also like a civil suit where you get for campus and you campus to hearing, lawyer go defend you. They do say in a circumstance upon proof by the commission. It is not upon proof by the party. It is very clear. The political party which contravenes subsection 1 is liable upon proof by the commission. And I can talk in one of the media interviews that I take on Liberty days back. The commission was present in that particular meeting.
So in this case, Mr. David, in this case, does it mean the question where the APC don't ask now for produce the full video for letting ascertain whether it has been doctored or not? It's not legit?
As I talk to you, I don't dispute. As I talk to you, until yesterday at 6:30 in the evening where I left the office, we not receive no correspondence from the APC. As we not a response or whatsoever.
The APC then press release it.
We don't receive them as a commission.
Quick
as a
one,
commission,
we
we
get
don't
the
receive them as of
spokesperson.
yesterday. I'm not a dispute whether I don't plan it this morning because I don't get some other media interviews there. As of yesterday, we don't receive it officially. So I'm sure that the party, before they send them to we officially, that they will not send on the social media. That's my assumption anyway.
Quick one, we get the spokesperson on the line. Hold on, Mr. David. We'll get the spokesperson for the APC. CD, just hear you from the executive secretary for the PPRC. He say, as of yesterday, 6:30, when they left the office, you know, receive this particular press statement on a issue out. Una can normally send them on a press releases them to the PPRC officially before una put on a public domain.
Of PPRC writes we letter, so we respond to the letter. Of course, I don't state I repeatedly say we don't do na PPRC all these days, including yesterday. Now we all the executive secretary been there. So maybe as at the time where they left in office, because we, we don't see the letter, it's the response. But of course, we don't send to the official.
The organization
whatever
inside
press release is out is different from the letter we officially sent to them. In response of waiting, their right to it.
All right. Thanks for the clarification. Yes, Mr. David, Mr. City just don't clarify, say waiting then at the public domain, now a press release way different from a letter where they don't send to una for respond to the fine where una levy on them. Let me speak now on the press release. Then they challenge the PPRC now for give them the authentic audio or video usai Honorable Marrah make their statements there so that they go able to do investigations and take action against Honorable Marrah, because they don't want to rely on this video where they go viral, because anything can happen to the video. It might be said then doctor the video.
Yeah, not as much as I know they refute the parts around doctrine of any media content because of the advent of AI. But as provided by the law, it states that upon proof by the commission, and in an instance where the commission be present and physically be in attendance of that meeting, that is proof. Aside that, fast forward, equally as the commission receive and extract of the video from the physical presence of the staff, from members of the public, inclusive some still stalwarts of the APC party as well. So we just not come and take a decision because we wanted to. We did not rely on any social media postings where we are there physically. Our staff was there, represented the commission. Aside that, we also received extracts from members of the country, inclusive membership of the APC as well, regarding the same. So we don't need for, as a commission, we don't go by what the law provide for. The first instance is to warn. The second instance, in the circumstance of transgression, is to fine. However, if anybody feels say what did the commission do, they ultravise the provision of the statute, I need not to tell anybody what to do. But the commission has taken a position. It is now up to the party for bring an evidence forward for refute within the commission that states. But we are there. We did not take it in hurried. We did not take any action in isolation. Of course, having a proof. And that is the provision of the law. Upon proof by the commission and not upon proof by the political party. So if the political party thinks, say, the proof where the commission gets is doctored, then it behoves the political party for proof otherwise. And it is not the commission where you prove today. It is the parties that should prove because the act say upon proof by the commission.
So, Olu, as we speak now, the APC still believes, say, the PPRC for continue for be independent and impartial. And self, we don't see who say the CSOs them, in as much as them commend una, they also they urge una, say, since una don't start this with the APC, una for continue for do the same. We see again Ilraj, another civil society organization, writes the same, the question una say, una not supposed for be impartial, una for do the same action to all political party, we go utter statements them, we go incite violence or go talk about unrest in the country.
I'll tell you that the commission always don't predicate in activities and in operations within the ambit of the law. I'll tell you in certain terms that the commission is excessively independent in our conduct and our actions. And I'll take you back, way back to 2022, when the All People's Congress began internal issues. Had it not been for the PPIC's independence, had it not been for the supervisory role of the PPIC, I'm not sure that the APC were not able to pose a formidable force for the election. It shows the independence of the commission. Our text, we're seeing the citations from the civil society owners, they don't say, yes, this is what we have done. Now, the citizens and everybody can hold the commission accountable in a circumstance when we do not follow the provisions of the act in other situations. But that is what we are bent on doing, adherence to the provisions of the law, and we don't have any sacred cow. All registered political parties will be treated fairly, are treated fairly by the PPIC. Some other members within political parties might have their own sentiment. Probably their sentiment is as a result that things don't go the way how them perceive and say for go, but that is not to say that it is out of the framework of the legal instrument. So indeed, accept the call of the civil society to continue for be independent and continue for credible. And I assure the public, I assure the listeners that is exactly what we'll continue to do. And the public self can hold me accountable in a circumstance when we deviate from that.
So while
it's a joint concerted effort from the PPIC, from the populace, and from the leadership of political parties.
Whilst the PPRC they wait for officially receive the response of the APC regarding this matter, based on the press release we on the public now, and where the APC they ask the commission for give a full video we go show waiting on a alleged say Honorable Marrah Tokona don't find them for. Waiting you go advise the party for do as soon as they wait for getting official response.
I'll just tell the party that we are as a commission, we respect the leadership of all the political parties. We respect whatever our political leaders say to us by way of a promise or by way of signing an agreement. And we just encourage that not only the APC, all political party leaders, for ensure that they encourage their supporters, their membership, for actually conduct themselves within the ambits of the law. As a commission, one of the things I'm going to say again, very strongly, and this should go down on records for the future, we are bent on ensuring transparency, impartiality, and independence in our regulatory work. And in a circumstance where the public think otherwise in terms of what we do, let them bring it up. But that is the path we are taking. We will be independent, we are always perpetually impartial, and we follow the dictates of the law. So now, let people then continue to follow the workings of the PPIC and see whether consistency in terms of the legislative approaches what they take is different in other circumstances. But that is the commitment of the PPIC. That is who we are. We are regulators, and we are not supporters of any political parties. Neither we get any sacred cow when it comes to the operations of political parties. All political parties are the same, and we give them the same respect. We give them the same treatment. The guise of the law.
All right, many thanks, Olu, where you talked to me this morning. Quick one, CDA at Tunisia, so they wrap up. You don't hear from the executive secretary from PPRC. Then get this video for members of the public and also una member them na the APC. So since una defend this audio, una want for use this video, una go want for use una member them. We send this video to PPRC for let them send them back to una. Hello, Mr. Tunis. Mr.
Oh, yes, Khadija, sorry.
All right. I mean, they ask a question. I say you don't hear it from the executive secretary of PPRC. We confirm say then source this particular video for members of the public and self. And self una member them. And he say una bin dede na PPRC. Where then get this video. Una want for use then same source then the way PPRC use. Since Mr. David don't confirm say una members then are then send to them this video for let una self go get them because una they look for them.
Yes, and he say also the biggest staff present, so it go help with a lot because it means then get first-hand information. So of course that will be helpful for we get the raw data. So we'll be able to act on that one day.
All right.
But before I left, make I also reiterate with position and with commitment, and probably let this go out to all the membership, that we don't sign an agreement with the PPRC, that we go refrain from using words that way go look like incitement, or we go be incitement, or we go be hateful to individuals, to other parties, or to the nation at large. So I want all the membership across the board, especially those of us in authority also, across the board by the party, for make sure say we sanitize with you with the say na public, na meetings, na gatherings. Let us be mindful of what you would say and let us refrain from words them. We go incite this country, we go set fire, and when they call for violence or hate of any nature. We as a party not condone that one day, and we want for focus with attention on addressing issues. Of course, that not mean say if we get provocation, we're not going to address that provocation and then legitimately we will. But of course, I want to communicate this, that we be committed to the agreement we don't sign with the PPRC, and we all for remain law abiding.
All right, many thanks. Where you talked to we this morning, Sidia Tunis, national spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC party. Quickly, Mr. Marrah, we don't hear from PPRC, we don't hear from the APC, we don't go back and forth into this same issue. As civil society organization, how now continue for be the watchdog for caution, especially the political party them and institution they were supposed for be regulatory body them for let them continue for be independent.
Absolutely. I think I want to commend Mr. Tunis in last, open advice to the member of some political party. And a very honorable of him for end on that note today. It means say somehow, somewhat in party committed to peace. But also I think say waiting strike in waiting Mr. David talk about the fact that they not mean get any hearing. I mean I beg to differ as a lawyer. If they see you get for prove something, you can't prove it alone. You get for also ask the other side. For confirm the video. So for example, if policeman meets and they kill person, he can't take that person straight to jail because he say, well, now before being a killer, no. Then therefore take statement for him that it's murder, right? So I mean, on a personal note, this is not on behalf of these civil society organizations that we signed the letter. On a personal note, I disagree with them. I think say if you get proof, even if it happen at your presence, you call the person who make the video, you prove them beyond reasonable doubt. Maybe that standards not will apply on a criminal. Or the balance of probabilities, really. Now you make this video, confirm say you said this is a statement in the presence of them people here, and then you can levy the fine. If they skip that process, unfortunately, I think that would be a fundamental blunder. But then at the APC own for address. Right? Me think say first things first, APC for investigate, confirm say the allegations against Honorable Lahai Marrah too, and then come up to the position to the public. And then they can address now on whether PPRC be follow waiting the law provide. Right? If the law gave power for prove something, but if slam fine, you cannot say you prove now that because it happened at your present, you not go talk to the person. Right? So until we talk to the person, he can able for bringing waiting they call mitigating factors. But if you not talk to them, you can then use the full, weight of the hammer, which is unfortunate. So I believe that is something that the APC go and get for address subsequently. But we don't advise and position to clear. There is no place for violence, political violence. There's no place for incitement, incendiary statements, reckless, dangerous, where they talk about war or any posture of war. We condemn her unequivocally, and we will continue to monitor the civic space and ensure say civil society then play their role. And we'll call out any institution we feel like the one abandon their mandates and side with whether it's a ruling party or the opposition. So this is our position, and we go continue the engagement. Like I say, this coalition with the Bilam, because we know say there's a need for let we occupy that space between government and then the governed.
All right. Many thanks, Augustine Soisembe Marrah. We join with this morning for can represent the civil society organization, them Lawyer Society, BAN, CGG, 50-50, and other one that we come together for ensure say then call out the statements them, the irresponsible quote and unquote statements them with the Honorable Lahai Marrah when at the APC Falaba district chairman be made during the term where the Tripartite Secretariat they do a district level engagement now for tell citizens Usai and Usai and then now with the 80 recommendation them we come out from the Tripartite. Well, the PPRC have done levied 120,000 yuans fine on the APC party where they're supposed for paying 14 days. In response, the APC they request say they want for see the authentic video usai then district chairman make this particular statements. Udoyeri from the APC, Udoyeri from the PPIC, Udoyeri from the civil society organization. He left on now the public for make on a judgment for no usai the 2 day. Now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to all. We don't watch this edition. With technical team, Samuel Thomas and Musa Saukoma and the entire production team, many thanks. Continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day. We get interesting content they will bring Cantona. Mena Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
All right, till we meet again, Mabel Kabade, so get a good day and stay out of trouble. Goodbye.
Mina Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown, and I want Rob Mott Lilibit for this proposed plan for divide Freetown into 3 cities. The reason why government give, they're saying that because of development, they're saying that because of improving service delivery. I can tell you up front, any city where they, Usai will not plan the use of land, you not get land use planning. Usai building permits, they're not effective. It will mean to say access will be a problem. And Usai access not a problem, you will get challenged with disaster, you will get challenged with emergency access, you will get challenged with sanitation. And let me watch for WeSEF, the reality of waiting 45% of we city actually fever.
Me 3 grand picking there with me picking in wealth in mama. They're all not dying at this water crisis because people block the place where the water come, just can't flush the hose. Then 4 die.
People just they build all side. So even this community what this place them when an access road where vehicle for come. As soon as you the kind side, so you na be access road. If incidents happen now, vehicle one kind side, ambulance one kind side. Now this community for can collect, let's just say emergency. I wanna feel say that the ambulance go cancel. They want to pass them to and can go na the main line.
You see, we start to map here. Motoka no de kaya, bike no de kaya, possible bike de kaya.
We try to cool themselves. This clean salon business. For kind size in able enter. Pass we take the dirty them. Go to our side. So don't build at the place.
You see? Then the tea now way the community people, then they pull from and know then see small rain, where then the two and then the drainage jar. Now then they wash now the streets where we can see. You know, I feel like one time where rain come by Kisi Road, where at the pass, rain come, I see a huge dirty in the middle of the street. You know, where because of people don't get that ideology and that mindset, they say where rain come, then garbage, they only forgot to run a gutter, let water wash them. And forget say now the city then the dirty. You know, I feel I'm for the council people on that day because them don't work that morning day, then where rain come, then come back and can't sweep.
All this are because of planning all day. All man they do so better. Guys, you can go inside for gather the dirty them. For care and gonna do. Some people are not get choice, so you go give them clean, so you clean, so you go left for people and do what's there.
Because they don't say Freetown City Council, holy solely, they're facing a council they do road, they're facing a council they give building permit, let people and build a road, let people and block us and access road where people want to car for pass or try for kind side for collect people and dot. Not to mayor they in charge of giving building permits. Not to mayor they in charge of making road. We get the SLRSA, we get the Ministry of Lands. So when they in charge of issue those things to people where you know they do them thing and they. If law and order no they all man they go do no more what he wants. Who side salon they go?
Freetown City Council not give up. We still move forward with new sanitation bylaw, and we really expect for see continued improvements because we don't make improvements. Dividing the city, the situation go worse because the Lily money we for go towards service delivery will now go for run the operating cost of 2 additional councils. So let we not fix the wrong problem. The problem we need for fix, now the problem of service delivery. Dividing Freetown, not get for fix now and then.
Council Salon also every decision that touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na Politics and the People, the program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na your platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV.
Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Term them like this, where politics they shape with future, career they define we path them, and the economy they touch everybody in life.
Big thank you to
One program where they ask the hard question them and so bring the answer them close to you, face to face with the movers and shakers, the voice them will matter, the issue them will count. One time per week, one big name, one big issue, one-on-one on Liberty Online TV. Every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. with Khadija Bangura. One-on-one, only on Liberty Online TV.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.